So first of all, I just want to check, how many of you guys have an Instagram account already?
I guess.
And then-
It's on my phone, that's all.
It is on, the app's on your phone or you
Yeah.
have an account?
The app's on my phone.
Okay,
I
and
have
you
an
don't have an account yet? Do you have your phone on you?
Yeah, but I don't know if we can use it, it's not the smart phone.
Okay, then yeah.
I will watch what you were showing.
Okay, because I can go through the process of account creation, but I just did that earlier because last time I did the class, everyone already had an account.
Okay.
So do you guys want me to go through the
Oh,
process
there's my name on there. Yeah, it says continue
of
as.
account creation, or you want me to just get right into it after the login?
I thought I didn't have one, so.
No, a lot of people said they did have an account
Oh, okay.
already, but so if you do have an account already, then you could just pick the account that you want to log into. I guess I think this is my fake account I made for the last class. So then you just go ahead and hit login. It's might ask you for a password. It didn't ask me for a password because I just inputted my password earlier. So is everyone logged into Instagram?
No, well, wait a minute. You're way ahead of me here.
That's
So
fine.
it said to like log in with Facebook, should I just do that? or-
That's going to be easiest if you want to do that. Facebook and Instagram are owned by the same company, so it makes it really streamlined with like finding friends that you're already friends with on Facebook
Okay.
and stuff like that, and sharing stuff across the platforms.
Okay.
So I don't have a Facebook account, so I didn't do that, but it's probably recommended too.
Okay, so I'll just.
See, this is, and then it says we're storing. So, I'm assuming these are people I'm following.
Yeah, so during the account creation process, it's going to ask you if you want to like link your contacts, link your Facebook account, and things that'll just make it easier to find friends. So that's something you could do if you want. I didn't let it link my contacts because I don't really want Instagram routing through my contacts, but that's just me. It'll be like, oh, your contact so-and-so is on Instagram. Do you want to follow them? And so like, it makes it easier, but I tend to opt out of it. But once we get everyone signed in, we could get going.
Well, how do I even know? I'm sorry, I seem really, yeah.
You're good.
I have Instagram and, okay, it sort of looks like that.
It looks like this?
Yeah.
Okay, sweet. So I guess we could probably start with going through your profile, I'll just go through some of the things you see on the screen right now. So typically I didn't put a profile photo. I'll show you how to add a profile photo if you don't have one, but this is like, it'll show your profile photo here. And then there are a couple things. This little plus thing is how you create a new post. So say you have a picture. That's one of the weird things about Instagram is that it's kind of like Twitter or Facebook, but you need to post pictures. Like you can't just post words. You have to post a picture with the captions. So that's what this little plus is. You can think of it like adding a new post to your profile. And then the heart right next to it, this is where it keeps all of your notifications. So if someone likes your picture, if someone comments on your picture, if someone tags you in a post, then it'll be listed here. You'll get a little like red dot to let you know you have a new notification. And then the last thing up here is your messages. Right now it's this picture because it's for Facebook Messenger. You can if you connect your Facebook account, it'll be like linked with Facebook's messaging system. But on my personal Instagram account that I'm not logged into right now, it's just a little paper airplane.
Yeah.
So it might be a paper airplane for you, it might be this Messenger logo, but they're both how you look at your messages that people send you or you sent to them.
How do you get to that page that's dark? I opened it up, I get this page. Somebody else signed me in, I did not do it
Yeah, so if you
myself.
just hit this back arrow at the top left,
Yeah,
it'll take you back. It's dark on mine because I have it set to dark mode, but if it's light on yours, it's fine. It's just like the aesthetic
okay.
of it. So it's nothing wrong, but this is like the main screen on Instagram. And so then you also have a bunch of buttons on the bottom. And how it works, there's a little house button in the bottom left. And that's just going to take you back to this main profile. And it like refreshes the feed. As you can see, it's trying to find videos that it wants me to watch. I guess it thinks my fake account likes cars and construction. The next thing right here is a little magnifying glass. That's the search function. So if you click on that, you're able to, first of all, it's going to show you a bunch of suggested posts that it thinks you want to see. And then it's also going to, this is how you could search people and like search your friends. So like, for example, my go-to example is always my mom's Facebook or Instagram account. If it wants to come up. Oh, it's not. Alright, let's try my dad. There we go. Okay, so see, I used the little magnifying glass to search my dad's name on Instagram, and I found his account, and then I went ahead and just, like, if I want to friend him because I'm not following him, I can hit follow. And so here's Instagram trying to get me to turn on notifications. I personally don't like letting Instagram send me notifications, so I'm going to hit not now. But if you want to get notified when people like your post or when people send you a message, you can go ahead and hit turn on here. And then this is like this is just a profile. So you could look at other people's profiles. This little bell in the top left corner or top right corner is like, you can turn it on so then you get notified whenever that person posts something new. So say it's like, I don't know, an artist that you want to know when Taylor Swift is going on her next tour. You could go to her profile and click on the little bell and it'll notify you. Like, you could turn on notifications when Walt Ryder posts. You could turn on when he posts a story. You could turn on when he posts a reel. Reel is just a short video. It's kind of like TikTok, if you know anything about TikTok. It's Instagram's version of that. There's also these 3 dots in the top right corner of someone's profile, and this is how you could do things like block them or report them. Say you're getting spammed from an account that you don't know, you can go ahead and hit block, and it'll stop them from doing any sort of communication with you. You can also do it so then you hide their stories, so you don't, or like hide their posts, so you don't see their stuff. You're still following them, and they don't get a notification or anything, but like you won't have to see their stuff anymore. It's like, oh, I don't want to see my ex-girlfriend's posts, and then you can hide their posts. You can also copy their profile URL. That's pretty much how you could send someone like the profile. Say you want to share, I want my friend to follow my dad, so I copy his profile and I send it to him, and then they can open it and get it. That's the same thing with share this profile. So then from here, we could also do stuff like message. If you click message, then it'll open up a chat window, and you could be like, hey, I warned my parents that I'd be doing this. So I go ahead and send them a message. You could also do things like scroll through their profile when you scroll down. This is if they post any videos or reels. You can click on that and look at them. As well as this last one that looks like a little portrait. This is how you can look at pictures that other people have posted that you tagged them in. So for example, this is a picture that I posted on my real account that has my dad in it. So I tagged it and said, hey, Walter's in this picture, and then now you could find that picture through his profile. So that's pretty much the overview of another person's profile through the search function. So now I'm just going to hit the back arrows at the top left, or you could hit this little home button in the bottom left. That'll just bring you back to the default Instagram page. And then the next button in the very middle is Reels. This is Can I turn that off, please?
Well,
I see it did it for you too. So this is pretty much, again, Instagram's version of TikTok, where it's kind of just short form videos. They're typically like a minute long, and they just, if you finish watching a video, it'll just scroll to the next one and scroll to the next one. Their goal is to just get you to watch videos for as long as they can, because that's how they make money. And then, I don't know, I doubt you guys will be very interested in Instagram Reels, but you could be. Next one is this little shopping bag. That's kind of a new feature to Instagram. I'm not super familiar with it, but because I don't use it really. I never buy things on Instagram. But they did make it so then you could like shop on Instagram, and like it'll typically just recommend, especially as you use the app more, it learns what you like, and it'll start recommending these things to you. So like, I guess on my blank account, it just thinks I like gold chains and stuff. I guess AirPods and headphones. So like if you click on one, it'll tell you, oh, these they're obviously knockoff AirPods because they're selling for $25. And I guess you could buy them. I don't know, I've never really bought anything on Instagram. The last button is this bottom right button that's got a little guy in it, and that's how you get to your profile. So this is going to be a fairly important place for you to customize your profile. So like, there's this little plus button next to my name, and that's how I can add a profile photo. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll just take a photo. I'll let them access my camera. Beautiful. So now after I add that, I'm just gonna, again, Instagram's gonna constantly ask if they can access your photos and stuff like that. I tend to sit no. The other option is, especially if you're on an iPhone, you could do select photos, where you pretty much just let them select certain photos that they have access to, but not the whole library. But they're constantly going to be trying to get access to your whole library. And Apple will constantly be like, whoa, you sure you want them to do that? So yeah, that's how you set a profile photo. You can also, if you hit this big edit profile button, you can also like change it later. I guess you can create an avatar. I never really do that. So this is where you can change, when you hit edit profile, the big edit profile button on your profile. You could change a bunch of stuff, like you could change your name. I could change this to, let's see, like library guy, 42. And now my profile name is library guy 42. I don't really understand the purpose of usernames. I think that's just for your login. But I made mine Charlie Mishka too. You have your pronouns, so like for here I could put he, him. You could write a little bio, so you could say like I'm a guy who works at the library. That's my little bio. And then the last thing, and this is important if you're trying to do like, I don't know, promotions and stuff on Instagram, you're able to add a link in your bio. So like, say, a lot of times artists will do this, where like they just had a new song, and so they'll say, link to the song is in my bio. And so that means that you could take like the Spotify link or the Apple Music link, and you could paste it so that it's always on your profile and they can always click it. Or like, a lot of times people who are trying to sell stuff, they'll be like, oh, buy this hat, link's in my bio. And then you go to their profile and the link is in their bio. And that's how you add this. You click add external link or add Facebook link, and you'll just like paste it in there or put it there, and it'll be, it typically would be right underneath my bio. It would say, I'm a guy who works at the library, and then a link to the library or something like that. Let's see, so that's pretty much most of your profile. There's also just like followers and following. So like I'm only following one person, and it's my dad, but like it'll automatically start suggesting people that it thinks I want to follow. So like Zendaya, sure, I'll follow her. I'll follow Taylor Swift, so like Beyonce. And as you use the program or like the app more, it'll learn who it thinks you want to follow. Like especially if you link your Facebook account, it'll be like, all these people are your friends on Facebook, you should add them on Instagram, and stuff like that. Then there's also followers. I don't have any followers because this is a brand new account, but if people are following you, it'll all be listed here. Let's see, what's this guy? Okay, so this is just asking me to add profile, bio, and stuff like that I've done. I guess the next thing we want to cover is making a post. This is probably going to be one of the most basic things you do on Instagram, is just taking a picture that you want to post and posting it. So you could either, it's the top right button, the plus again, and it's going to ask you what kind of post you want to post. There's Reels, which is like the short form videos I was talking about, like TikToks. There's a post, which is just like your bread and butter, post a picture with a caption. There's a story. Stories are like, I don't know, is anyone familiar with what a story is from like Snapchat or Facebook? Or, okay, so it's pretty much like a post, but it goes away after 24 hours. So it's like kind of just like a more in the moment type thing. And when you post it, you'll be able to see who has looked at your story, and they'll pop up on your profile. So like, I'm just going back to the regular page. Typically stories will pop up right here. And like there'll be little circles like this, and it'll show you which friends have posted a story. So typically that's for people who are like in the moment. They're like, I'm at a pumpkin patch, and they post a story of them at a pumpkin patch. Or like, I'm at a Taylor Swift concert, and then they post a picture of them at a Taylor Swift concert.
So I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
So like say if you take a picture of, you're at a concert and you took a picture, and you post it as a story. So you said it goes away after 24 hours for other people to see it, but will that photo stay within your photo?
It won't be on your profile, but it will be available for you to see. Instagram holds onto your stories that you post in your profile, like indefinitely. It'll let you know what day you posted them on, but like other people won't be able to go and look.
Right, but that photo will still be in my photos?
It'll be, yeah, it'll be, it's in, deep in your settings. Let's see if I can find it.
So if I, like I said, if I go into my photos within, you know, my,
So you'll find it,
iPhone.
these 3 lines, if you click on that, it's under this thing called archive. So you'll click on archive, and as it like, I've never posted any stories, but all of my, if I went to my real Instagram account, which I don't feel comfortable using for this class, it would have every story I've ever posted listed here and like saved. But other people aren't able to look at my archive, it's just for me. There is a way that you can post stories onto your profile like permanently, but I don't ever really do that. I just know like you'll go to some famous people's Instagram accounts and they'll be like, my favorite breakfasts, and they'll just have like a collection of their favorite breakfasts from their stories and stuff like that. Let's see, yeah, you can also like sort your stories by calendar or location. Again, this is Instagram trying, oh, it doesn't even show you guys the notification I got on my phone. It's gonna ask if Instagram can have your location. I typically always use allow while using the app, so it can't track me while I'm not using the app, but because a lot of times if you don't have your location on, a lot of functions on the app just won't work. But we're gonna go back to the profile and keep going through making a post.
what BW1?
I'm not really sure, I've kind of just been winging it with describing the interface.
Page 11 maybe?
Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, so let's just go with a regular old post. I'll go through posting a story in a little bit. Story highlight is what I was talking about, where it'll keep your stories on your profile if you log them under story highlight. But if we go ahead and just click post, here we have Instagram asking for access to our photos. So it's going to take. So let's go with this. So again, that's Instagram asking for access to my photos. I just allow selected photos, so then we, they can't see all of my photos. I think that's unnecessary.
Where did that come up? 'Cause
Yeah,
I don't see that, like it's going to my camera roll, I guess.
Yeah.
So that means that you currently have it, so then they're allowed to have access to all of your photos.
So how do I change that?
Let me just come over there. Or, I guess I could just show you on my phone. So you're gonna go to System Preferences. It's gonna be this app right here.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
on the regular setting.
Yeah, you're gonna want, it's in your Apple settings.
Yeah, but I know being.
Let's see.
And then do we go to Instagram then?
Yeah, I think it's under privacy. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, so when you want to search at the top of the, like if you scroll down a bit, a search bar will come up in your settings, and you want to go ahead and type in privacy. And you'll see one that comes up with a little hand that says privacy and security. And you click on that, and then you want to scroll down and, wait, where's Instagram? Maybe photos? Yeah, so then you're going to click on photos,
Permission.
and then you're going to go to Instagram. And you have all photos,
Yeah.
add photos only, or selected photos.
Unselect contacts, is that what I would unselect? Or camera?
Yeah, if you don't want to do the contacts.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah.
is that where it's supposed to be? It's add permissions in my settings. Oops, I want to do permissions.
Yeah, there you
And then,
go.
should I just click all these off?
Yeah, they're going to add some, it might add issues sometimes when you try and do things on Instagram. They get mad when they don't have access to it, but it's
So
also,
then how did I get to that select on?
well, this is difficult because we're on different phones.
No,
This is an Apple device and that's an Android.
right.
So I don't know if Android has it set so where you could only allow selected photos. It typically depends on what type of Android phone you're on.
Mine is important.
There's also this option to edit selected photos. That's where you could choose which photos it has access to. So I could let it have access to this picture of Jameson on bench press. I could have it access to this picture of some socks I had. But I'm going to go back to the Instagram app now. So yeah, when we create a post, we go ahead and hit this little plus button on the very top. And then you'll just click post. And it's going to take you, it'll show you all of the pictures that you've allowed it to have access to, or your entire camera roll if that's how it is. And then you could pick the one that you want to post. So I'll take this picture. I took this super nice picture I took yesterday wearing my nice hat. Or you could also click select multiple, which will let you kind of post multiple pictures in one post. It says you could share up to 10 photos. So I'll just go ahead and do that. And then once you select the pictures that you want to post, you go ahead and hit next in the top right corner. And then this is kind of where Instagram started to get its thing. It was kind of like a photo editing software. So all of these are filters that let you just like change the lighting effects essentially on the pictures. And like say, I like this lighting effect, but I think it's too strong. If you click on the effect again, it'll bring up this little slider and you could turn it down or turn it back up. And it'll kind of just change like the warmth of the photo, you know. I tend to not put a lot of filters on my photos, but that's just me. It kind of used to be a big thing, and now it's not really as popular to put really heavy lighting photos on your pictures, or filters. And then, so after you choose your filters, it's going to take you to like where you write your caption, where you could tag people that are in the photos, where you could add a location. So like, I'll just go ahead and write a caption for these two pictures, like, cool hat, oh, that's he, and Jameson on the bench.
Where did you get that from?
Yeah.
So this is after you hit new post.
Okay,
I'll go back through it. So if you're at the main menu, are you at this main menu right now?
well, I picked the picture, so I'm there.
Okay, so
And I've got the picture, like your hat picture, but then where are you going to be able to write something?
so you hit next at the top right corner.
Oh, got it.
And so first it's going to ask you if you want to put on filters.
Oh, I see.
And if you don't want to put on filters, you could just go ahead and hit next again. And now you'll be at this screen.
I'm lost. So I got my new code, or I guess, right?
Yeah, so now you hit next in the top right corner. And this is where it asks you if you want to put on filters.
Right.
It's like, this is a picture that, you know, I feel like it looks good on its own. You don't really need to change lighting. So you just go ahead and hit next again. And now you're at this screen.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
So this is where you go ahead and you could write your caption, pretty much put information about your post. So I'm going to write new hat and Jameson on the bench. And then the next option is tag people right underneath this one. And this is where, so this picture is just me, so I don't need to tag anybody in it. But then if I scroll over to the next one, this isn't me, this is Jameson. So like I'd want to go ahead and add a tag, and this is Jameson's Instagram account.
What is a tag?
So like if someone's say like this isn't me in the photo, it's Jameson, so I could pretty much pin it so that if someone comes to my profile and they go, who is that in that picture? They click on it and then they'll see the little tag pop up that lets them know this is Jameson. And they could click on it and it'll bring them to his profile. So like I tagged him right there, his name on Instagram is Diet Pooch. And so then once I'm done tagging, I go ahead and hit done in the top right corner. The next option is adding a location. So it already has a list of locations that it thinks I'm at, like around me, like Happy Dog Barkery and Downers Grove Public Library and stuff. But you could also like search through various locations near you, or you could go ahead and like add, you could like look up a location, because it'll base it off where you are right now. But say I took a picture in Chicago over the weekend, I don't want it to tag as Downers Grove, I want it to tag as Chicago. So I go ahead and look up Chicago, Illinois, and then I click on that. And so now when people see the picture, they'll see this is from Chicago, Illinois. These three are extra like sharing functions. So if you have your Facebook account or your Twitter account or your Tumblr account linked to your Instagram account and you turn that on, when you post on Instagram, it'll also post it to your Facebook saying, hey, I posted on Instagram. I don't do that because I don't have a Facebook account and I don't really like linking my accounts. Let's see. There are a couple advanced settings that you could do if you click on advanced settings. So the first one that Instagram added recently is where you can hide the like and view counts of the post, where that was, I think they did it because it kind of became like a mental health problem game thing where people are like, my photo's not getting enough likes, I blah blah blah, your photo's getting more likes than mine. So they pretty much give you the option of hiding the amount of likes on your photo so it's not really a competition. You can also turn off commenting. A lot of times this would be done by like companies and stuff, especially companies that don't have a great reputation. So people will just comment mean things on the posts. So you could just turn that off so they're not allowed to comment. As you can see, again, you could share the post to Facebook. What is write alt text? Okay, so then this is also, you can write text if you want for people who are visually impaired. So it'll like describe the image that you posted. I've never really done that. I didn't know it was a function, but that's kind of cool. That's the advanced settings. You go ahead and hit this back arrow if you want to leave those. But that's pretty much all there is to adding a new post. And then once you hit,
I have music on mine, like it gives me the music option if you want to add music.
yeah, so that's also an option. I don't know why it's not showing up on my screen, but like
Yeah,
you could
it's
like,
not on mine either.
you could like, oh, I really like this Taylor Swift song, so then you could like add the Taylor Swift song so people know this is the song I'm listening to right now. Or you could add it on videos too, I'm pretty sure.
It's just me, it's not copyright laws or anything with that? Or is Instagram like paying these people a fortune to get snippets of their songs?
It's hard to say from my perspective, but typically they have, if it lets you post the song to your profile, they probably have some kind of licensing deal worked out.
Okay.
So yeah, once you're done, if you go ahead and hit share, wait. Why is
So
it?
where do you get the audio? I mean, you have to go to the.
Here, let me see what it looks like on yours.
Here.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe I don't have it, I don't know, I just downloaded it.
And
So
I just
yeah.
kind of go with that because I just.
Yeah, so that's something, yeah, so like that's the perfect example of why you'd use music. So you post a nice picture of the snowy,
Morning we had.
yeah, the snowy backyard, and you put Winter Wonderland in the background, you know, because it just adds a little like vibe to your post.
Yeah, so I mean, I have an Apple phone, and when I get posts like from my kids and stuff, they always got music to their photos, and how do you do that?
I'm not sure because it's like I said, it's not on my screen either. It's on hers, but not mine. It might be something you have to turn on, or maybe it might be like you have to link your Apple Music or Spotify account. That might be it. But again, I didn't even know you could add music to posts like that. So I knew you could do it with videos, but I've never seen.
But I don't even have either one. I mean, I have an Apple phone, but I don't have like Spotify or I do have Apple Music, but that's it'd only be what I have in my library.
Okay.
Is
It
there
just-
an app? Apple Music? Is there an app?
No, well,
Yeah, it is.
yeah. But this with the post where we were tagging people and everything, it just came up as music that you could add.
Yeah, that's good. On Apple phone, iPhone.
This is my go-to thing when I don't know the answer. Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's just not on my phone, so.
What does it say? So how to add a music to the video?
So it's in the location?
Well, yeah, because I think.
I cannot read it from the top.
I'm gonna try one thing. We're solving this problem together.
Because also I had to hit like here, or hit next, then the filter changes, then you hit next again to right. Also you have to go back to that.
Well, I have a post, I posted that. I don't know what that means. Yeah. I just put my first post. Oh, I do, like, why?
Here, let's see, then.
Yeah,
do
I don't
you
know
share
why
it?
it doesn't have the option to add music on mine.
Maybe not.
You cannot drag it from some kind of a, like we drag pictures, right? On
No.
your PowerPoint like that.
Alright, well, yeah, see, I don't know why it doesn't have add music here.
Yeah, mine either.
Maybe something is turned off in setting.
What did he tell us? Go back to my profile, can you get to that? You should be looking at my.
I don't know what his name is, though. Like, there's a lot of Everberries.
You got a question?
Like my husband.
She's trying to find,
Like, how did you find people?
There should be, so I'll go ahead and just share this post so I can show you what it looks like when I have a post here. It's this magnifying glass in the bottom of your main profile. That's how you search people.
I'll sit
But-
down here.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
want. But if you don't know, like,
So I
their
just said
username.
share, and it automatically posts it without me even picking anybody.
Well, you don't have to pick any. It posts the picture you posted. You selected.
Okay, so I don't have to pick somebody who I want to see it?
No, it'll show everybody that's following you. Unless you're a public account, then anybody could see it. But you could set your profile to private, so only the people that are following you can see it. Tagging people is for people who are viewing your picture, if that makes sense. But like as soon as you post it, it's on your feed for everyone you're following to see.
So it automatically posts to anybody who's following me?
Yes.
So there's no privacy. Supposing I only want it for these two people.
Yeah, no, that's not. That's technically a thing with stories. You could do what's called a private story where you can select which of your friends can see it. But posts are just anybody on your profile can see them.
Okay, but the story then goes away after 24 hours.
Yes.
Where the posts,
Yeah.
Posts will stay on your profile for as long as you leave them
Us
there.
running.
so right now, anything that I just sent, I come through the posts that I just created,
Yeah.
will be there permanently.
Well, you can
until-
delete it, but yeah, it's there. And so, whoever searches your profile will be able to see the post you just posted.
Okay.
So like as you can see now, this is my post. Like you could see if anyone is following me. I don't think anyone's following me yet. Yeah, no. This is my post, and I can scroll over to see the other person. And this is what I was saying, where like, say I'm not me, and I'm looking at this picture I just posted. I go, oh, who's that super handsome man on the bench press? I can go ahead and tap the profile, and you'll see the name pop up, and I can click on the name, and it'll take me to Jameson's account. Oh, he's already following me. So now, like, this is Jameson's account.
Every picture that's on the phone
No.
shows up in Instagram?
Only the pictures you select to post. But if you give Instagram access to your entire camera roll, like
I hope I never did that.
the company has access to all of your pictures.
Oh my god.
What company?
Meta, the company that owns Facebook and Instagram,
Oh.
that's how they make money, is by taking your information.
So there's no privacy.
No, you can turn it off.
How?
Yeah.
Say no.
Show me how to turn it off.
Yeah, you can turn it off, but like I don't know, I'm not sure how you could do it on Android phones. But that's their business. It's a free program because they make money off of you. But yeah, so now like you can see this is what a post looks like. So like say I was looking at someone else's post, you'll see, oh, Charlie Nitschke just posted this cool hat, and then Jameson on the bench press, and then I can click on it, I can go look at Jameson's profile, I can see he's posted this cool video of him playing guitar. Wow, it's so good. This is also what I was talking about with stories. So if you go to someone's profile and you see this little rainbowy, pinkish, yellow, red circle around their profile photo, that means they have a story up right now. So I can click on it, and I can see that Jameson has posted a picture of all of his guitar pedals that he's proud of. And so I could do various number of things. I could use this little paper airplane to send this story to someone else. So like say I think this story is so cool or funny or ridiculous that I want to send it to my dad. I can go ahead and hit the little paper airplane,
My daughter got me
and send it on over to my dad.
Without his permission.
You can do that.
What's up?
Without his permission.
Where are you following
Jameson's? Well,
I mean, anyway.
yeah, he posted it, so I think he has the option of turning that off, but by default, it's like you posted it, so now other people can share it. The other thing, you could also like stories as well. If you click on this little heart, it'll send Jameson a thing that lets him know, hey, I really liked your story, and stuff like that.
So I got a question. So if you see that red ring around there, it means you said that he posted a story.
Yeah.
But let's just say, and you said stories will go away after 24 hours. But if, say, I saw it there today, but I didn't click on it because I didn't have time, and I went tomorrow to click, would it still be there tomorrow if I
No.
never,
If it's past 24 hours, it's 24 hours from when he posted it.
when he posted it?
Yeah. So if you just weren't on Instagram all weekend, you just won't see any of the stories anyone posted.
There you go.
Yeah, stories are very like in the moment type things.
You're not following them.
And if there's one with a red ring on it and you click on it and it says the story isn't
Yes.
available, have they removed it? Or have
It
they
either-
tagged specific people?
It typically means they either removed it or it's expired, like it
Okay.
ran out of the 24 hours. The only other weird thing, like I was talking about with private stories, if you ever see a green circle around the profile, that means they posted a story that they're only letting selected people see, and you are one of the people. So that's like, I don't know, to think of like examples of why people use it. A lot of teens use it to like post like raunchy things. Like they'll be like, oh, I'm drinking, and then they'll like, but they'll post it on their private story, so not a lot of people could see it. But again, Instagram has access to all of it. It's not private from, it's private from the people that you're sharing it with. Nothing you do on the app is private from Instagram, because that's how they make money.
They know everything.
So yeah, this is what it looks like when you're on someone else's profile. So like I was saying, this little button is how you check what pictures Jameson is tagged in. So you can go and look, and you'll see my picture right here is the newest one because I tagged him in this picture.
So even if you delete it, can they retrieve it?
No, if you delete it, it'll go away from Jameson's profile.
Oh, but Instagram can retrieve it, right?
I mean, as soon as I post it, they save it somewhere. It's I feel like a crazy person talking about the type of things Instagram does. So like anytime you look at an ad, like they can tell how long you've looked at the ad, they can tell how short you've looked at the ad, they can tell if you stopped to look at it and then scroll away, they'll be like, oh, they like that, we should send them more ads like that. Like that's just how they make money. Sorry, I'm kind of just winging it and ignoring the booklet. But as you can see, like I was mentioning, there's a little red dot up on the heart. That means I have a new notification. So if I click on that notification, I can see that Jameson started following me, and he liked the post that I tagged him in. He's aware that I'm doing this class, so that's why he did it so quickly.
He did that for us.
So then, as you can see, right away, my suggestions from Instagram have switched from just like blanket famous people like Taylor Swift and Zendaya and stuff like that, and it started suggesting me people that my dad follows, or people that, this is like the real estate agent that sold our house, or that sold us our house. So like, Instagram just knows stuff like right away. As you can see right here, one of the people I follow, Taylor Swift, has posted a story, so it pops up right here. If I had more people that I was following doing stories, they'd pop up more and more. But like you could click on it and it'll show, oh, Taylor Swift posted this video with a really long caption, and it was kind of loud. Again, they're asking me to turn on notifications. I don't typically like to have notifications turned on, but you could have them turned on if you want to know when people send you messages and stuff like that. Let's see, my dad never messaged me back. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I'm forgetting. There's like the idea of hashtags, which is like, you typically put those in your in your description if you want to drive engagement on your post. That's kind of more important for like businesses and stuff like that. So say you were making a profile like trying to sell hot dogs. You'd post a picture of your grill and you'd say hot dog day, hashtag hot dogs, hashtag like grill out, hashtag 4th of July, and like it'll categorize your post with other posts that are also tagged with hot dog and 4th of July and stuff like that. Let's see, is there anything from the book I'm missing? Yeah, so that's what I just covered, hashtags. And that's also the tricky part is that like my sister it's like her job is being a social media manager, and she informed me recently they've stopped caring about hashtags. Like, you could still use them and sort stuff by them, but like when it comes to how Instagram's algorithms sort stuff, they don't really care if you use a hashtag or not. If you use the word hot dog in your caption, they will put it in other hot dog posts. Or like, say I search hashtag kittens.
So they're preparing a category.
Yeah, so like if I search hashtag kittens, you can see there's almost 30 million posts that have kittens in them, and then it just brings up a bunch of posts on kittens. This little guy.
Makes it easy if you really want to look at only kittens, then you can go there.
Yeah, but like I'm not even sure if you need to search hashtag kittens. I think you could just search kitten, and it'll also come up. So you could use hashtags. I feel like they're typically more useful for like businesses and stuff like that to drive engagement. But like I said, it's debatable if that's even important anymore when it comes to that stuff. Let's see. Are there any questions? I understand I'm going a little fast.
I just found out where you get the music from.
Oh, what do you do?
Well, I took a photo. Okay, so let me discard this.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to my profile or my story right up there. That's me. And I did camera. So I took a photo. And then I went to this here.
So the thing is that this is a story. It's not a post. This is what goes away after 24 hours.
Yeah.
So I know.
So I mean, that's where I usually see the photo.
Yeah, but the weird part was that on her iPads, like, she was able to add music to a post.
Post.
Yeah, and I don't
Okay.
really know how to
So
do
how
that.
did you add it? I didn't get that. How did you add music to the story?
I can show you. Here, yeah, that's something I haven't gone through is how to post a story, so I'll just go through that real quick.
Yeah, and then also too, you know, like people may want to know about adding a caption or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I don't have.
Yeah, so if you want to add a story, there's going to be this little blue plus on top of my own profile photo up here. You go ahead and just click that, and you can either post a picture you've already posted and allowed them to have on your story, or you can click on camera and like take one live. So let's.
Oh, it's already.
I'll take another super cute photo. And then you could do various things. Like this is where I was talking about your private story. If you click close friends, then I can make it so only Jameson can see it, or only 4 people on my friends list can see it. There's also a couple other things. These letters, the A and A up top, that's how you can add a caption. So let's say I could say, teaching a class. And then you could drag it around, move it around. There's also this stickers. So this is where you can add music to your thing, or you can make a poll. So like, say I click music, and then I want to do this song by Kanye West. Good morning. And it does this cool little thing where it puts the lyrics on top as well. Good morning.
So you go to sticker to add music.
Yeah, it's this top little sticker button.
And where did you find it within that?
So this is a story.
No, the bar, where, the next screen.
This one?
Yeah, where did you get music
It's the
from?
one that says
From music.
music.
Oh, really?
So there's a couple other things. You could add a location. So a lot like say I'm at a cool thrifty bar in the city, I could tag it and be like cool thrifty bar so people know where I'm at. You could tag people. That's what add mention is. You could also add a hashtag. Poll is a common one I'll see where like you could add like is the library cool?
But I was looking for a thing called sticker, so it's music, it's not this word sticker. It's just
It's not, I mean, it is stickers, but it's not the word sticker.
So it's music that you tag.
It's this little sticker icon up top.
Okay, I got
You click on that, and then you click on music. And there's a bunch of other stickers you could do. Some of them are just cool little things like peace sign or stuff like that, little artsy things that you could add.
That is graphic, I'm talking about audio.
Again, you could have a poll, so like you could pretty much send it out to all your followers, be like, do you guys think the library is cool? And then they could vote yes or no. But then once you're ready to post a story, you just go ahead and hit send. And then you want to just click your story. You can also send it as a message, which kind of makes it like Snapchat. I don't know if you're familiar with Snapchat. But you just go ahead and hit share when you're ready to post it.
It comes back to that.
It's asking me if I want to also share it to Facebook or send it to specific people. I don't really care to do that, so I'm just going to post it.
Well, no, maybe not.
And then this is what I was talking about with Story Archives, where they save all the stories I've posted. But now you can see my profile has the little rainbow circle around it. So when I click on it, I'll pull up my story and it'll show my poll and stuff like that. The other thing, it's not going to show right now because I don't really have anyone following this account. In the bottom left corner when you post the story, it'll show you who's viewed the story. So you'll be able to click on it and it'll show you a whole list of which one of your friends have looked at the story. As you can see, it also just says 22 seconds. That's how long the story's been up. Again, after 24 hours, it'll go away. Yeah.
So what is the plus, what is the plus? You add things for plus?
That's how you make a new post.
How about the heart? What does that mean?
That's your notifications. So when I click on it, it lets me know that Jameson liked my post. It lets me know that Jameson started following me.
Oh, okay.
And what's the third one? What's the
That's your messages. So if I go to this one, I can open up a chat with Jameson, and like as you can see, it automatically sent Jameson a message letting me know that I tagged him in this picture. I could say, go vote on. So like now I just sent Jameson a message that said go vote on my poll. So then hopefully he'll, yeah, as you can see, it lets me know when Jameson's seen the message, so he just saw it. So hopefully he'll go vote on my poll. Let's see how long it takes him.
It's funny, because it keeps saying I watched it, I don't watch anything.
So this is the saved story, right? People getting down from the truck.
This is a suggested post, so like I can go ahead and hit this X if I want to get rid of it. But Instagram's constantly going to be showing me things, especially when I don't have any followers, that it thinks I want to see. And as it like notices which videos I spend more time watching and which ones I don't, it'll start slowly showing me more and more of the videos it thinks I want to see.
Exactly.
It does the same thing with advertising as well.
Same thing with YouTube. You watch this
So,
music and then-
Can I ask you a question? So to go, all right, hold on, let me go back here. So when I'm on here, the typical, you hit the plus at the top to be able to do a story, or do a post. Story's different. So how do you get rid of what you had? Like if I want to put a new pic, I don't want to
So-
use this picture.
If you hit manage,
Yeah.
like that's because this is the only picture you've given Instagram access.
Right,
So if you
okay.
hit manage and hit select more photos,
Oh,
this is where
okay.
you're going to be able to select it. So
Okay.
then you could do like the whale photo.
Oh,
like,
okay,
you know,
okay.
And then when you hit done, now it'll be there.
Oh,
You
and
can
then,
select
yeah,
it,
I get,
and
I
then
get
post
it. Okay, gotcha.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when I do it, it's always just going to my camera roll, like,
Yeah, that's just because you gave them access to your camera roll. Yeah, that's.
Could you go back in this?
I think I'll just delete the whole account.
Yeah,
the whole
start-
thing.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the other thing. Like that's.
Can I
Yeah.
ask a question? So I took a photo, right, and I know this is for, you know, if you want to add captions, and this was all that other stuff. What is this?
So that's going to be, I'm pretty sure, filters and stuff. So like, if you click over here, like, it's harder to see when it's not, I don't know how familiar you are with like Snapchat filters and stuff like that, but a lot of times it'll like, if you take a selfie, it'll put like bunny ears on you, or it'll put like, you know, cat ears and whiskers on you or stuff like that. Like, and people can create their own filters, so there's like a lot of filters out there that you could find and search for. You probably won't be posting stories with filters though.
So what's the Snapchat?
Snapchat is That's for a different class.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, yeah. It's kind of like texting, but with pictures. Snapchat started the whole story thing, where it disappears after 24 hours. Yeah, I don't know. Instagram is an app that I try to not use a lot because it's owned by Facebook, and Facebook is pretty
Invasive.
invasive. Yes, that's one of the things that I don't never really try to let them have access to my microphone, because like there was a while where I worked at a restaurant where the cooks would listen to a lot of Spanish music in the kitchen, and so I started getting ads in Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish, so it's just like, where'd you get that idea, Instagram? Like, you've been listening, like, and I don't want to sound like a crazy person, but at the same time, like, I don't know where else they get the idea to start sending me Spanish ads. So yeah, I don't know if we have any questions, but that's kind of the basics of how Instagram works.
Do you know how to do boomerang?
Yeah, so that's going to be in your story, I'm pretty sure. Let's see, Jameson never even voted in my poll. Oh, he did. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, where now that I have a vote on my poll, you can see that Jameson said, yes, the library is cool. And you'll see in this bottom left, it says activity. I can go ahead and click on that, and it'll let me know that Jameson voted yes on the poll and that he viewed my story. But let's go ahead and, so I'm going to add another story. This time I'm going to use the camera, and then you'll see when you select the camera, instead of selecting a photo, you select camera, and then this option on the left is boomerang.
Oh, okay.
So boomerang is a thing that people love to do to be like artsy and stuff like that.
What is it?
It's a function that, like, I don't even know how to describe it. The most common type of boomerang I see is some people go out to get drinks. It's like a type of, like, it takes a bunch of photos and then it plays them back like that. So like the one I see all the time is people like cheersing, they like clink glasses and then it plays it back and forth like that. And so it's like super, I don't know, it's artsy. I never really post
Zoom in and out.
boomerangs, yeah, but it takes a bunch of photos and then it plays them back and forth over and over
Yeah.
again.
Okay, okay. So that's
I didn't know what that was called.
Yeah, it's called a boomerang.
Thank you.
But like, I think they also have like a bunch of other types of boomerangs. So this is mirror. These are just different effects. I doubt you'll ever use
There's
them.
different types of
Or like, it's not different types of boomerangs. It's just like under the boomerang setting, there's like other,
Options.
yeah. So it's 16-bit. Now it looks all like this. Or if I flip the camera, I'll look all 16-bit.
While you're,
This is like while I'm taking it, like, so yeah, I could do this and then take the photo and it'll stay like that, you know?
oh, how about that?
It should be,
So, okay, so I've got that, right?
yeah, if you scroll, like that's, it's kind of what the filters are. You know, so this is mirror and it'll make everything mirrored.
Oh, gotcha. Oh,
I don't know. Most of them I probably won't use. Maybe that's just me speaking from my Instagram usage experience, because I don't ever really. Boomerang is one of the most common you'll see. So like, wow, great boomerang. And then if I hit your story, it'll post it to my story. If I hit close friends, it's pretty much like posting a story, but I get to select the friends that get to see it. I can still add captions and stickers and music and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and hit discard.
so now story would just be like a photo you would take, but if you hit reel down at the bottom, it would be like a video you would take then?
Yeah, but reels are posted to your profile. They don't go, you can post videos to your story, which is like, so if I'm selected on story and I want to post a video, I just hold the button instead of clicking it once, and now it makes this video, and then when I'm done, I let go of it.
Under stories?
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is how I post a video to my story, but if you clicked reels, it posts a video to your profile.
Oh, okay. I thought the only way you could take a video is by doing the reel,
No.
but.
Like if you just hold down the
Yeah,
camera,
okay.
it'll start taking a video instead of taking a picture. If you just click it once, it'll take a picture.
Oh, okay.
If I do the live, I
Chromatic pulse. Whoa.
And when would you use live?
Live, so that's like
So now I.
live streaming. A lot of times that's like something that famous people will do. So like I doubt you will ever go live, but like say you're at a concert, or I mean concert's not even good. And a lot of times it's just like, it's live streaming. It's like people who just talk to the camera, and then there'll be like a chat stream that comes up that people can talk to you while you're live streaming. But like, again, it's a lot of times just famous people will do it. And if they're live, it'll show up as a story, but it'll say live right underneath. It's hard to find an example because I don't know who's live streaming right now. But yeah, a lot of times it'll be famous people and stuff.
And also too, for under story, which will go way over 24 hours, and if I do like a video under story, how many minutes do you have on that? Like for that video? Because I know like,
How it works is that it's like every 15 seconds, I think it's 10 or 15 seconds, you could keep recording past it, but it posts it as multiple stories. So like, there'll be like a tiny break in between them, like I could show you if you want. So if I just hold this down and I take a video and I'm talking and I'm blah blah blah, I'm doing stuff with my hand and blah,
right.
like, it goes for quite a while, but each story can only be like 10 seconds, so I'll just string them together as like 4 10-second video stories.
Okay.
So as you can see, it just started a little
Gotcha.
square right there. That means that it's one story and it's making the next one right now. And then if I stop, you'll see in the bottom left, yeah, there's like 2 separate stories. So if I post them,
And again, that would only be out there for 24 hours.
yeah, but so now when I click on my story, you'll see these bars at the top
Yeah.
show that I have 3 stories now because this video was so long, it got split into 2 stories.
Oh, okay.
Any other questions?
I'm concerned about like the picture thing. I feel like every picture I've ever taken is in there, and I've never selected any of them to send. So I don't know why they're there. Just when you take a picture, it shows up on Instagram.
Yeah, so that means we could change it now, but that means when they originally asked you for access to your camera roll, you hit yes, allow access. So then they just got access to
So
the
I
pictures.
do want to change that then because it just is frightening.
Well, you could change it, but it won't change the fact that they have all of them, unfortunately.
But
That's like-
they is whoever the Instagram people are?
Yes.
Not everybody that's top.
No, not everyone that's following you, it's just like them. And I doubt, it sounds more malicious than it is, I doubt they're like rooting through your pictures and like sharing them and stuff like that, but they do have access to all of your pictures. Like I'm kind of spitballing, but I'm pretty sure as soon as you hit allow access, they put it in a database somewhere.
It's weird.
Would you show like it?
Yeah, so again, you're gonna wanna go to, you're on an iPhone, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're gonna wanna go to System Preferences.
Is it under the,
So if you go to your main menu,
yeah?
you have to find, it's a little app that's got some like cog
Oh,
wheels.
that one.
Settings.
Yeah.
Settings, yeah.
Oh, System Preferences on the Apple, on the MacBook. So yeah, and then if you just scroll down a little bit to get to the search bar pops up on the top.
Yes.
Go ahead and click on the search bar and type in privacy. And then you're going to want to click on the little hand that says privacy and security. You want to click on that.
It says
Oh,
privacy.
yeah, privacy and security.
Mine doesn't say security. Just privacy.
I
Yeah,
think
that's fine.
Plain privacy.
Yeah, click on that, that's fine. And then you're going to want to click on photos.
Okay.
And then under Instagram,
Yeah.
I mean, the photos on this page. Oh, yes, I understand.
Yes, it's selected.
That Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I just did selected.
So I have selected photos, so that's.
yeah, so selected photos will be the ones that you choose to let them have. The other options you can
And
do
then it was-
none
you go to
or
settings,
all photos.
Privacy.
So if I do none, it'll be no more after this will go in there?
If you hit none, it'll get rid of all of them. Like, but I'm just assuming that Instagram still has them. That's my guess. I don't have anything to, you know, back that up as opposed to when it comes to like a source. I'm just guessing that's how they operate. But I typically let pretty much all my apps when it comes to photos are set to selected photos. So like I have to pretty much go in and
Yeah, see,
tell them
selected
which photos they can have.
See, now, I have iPad, it's,
I hate it.
and then I guess I can edit which ones I want them to see. See, you
I
have,
guess.
you have
Yeah,
none, but
that's
yeah,
what
you had
I
selected.
just hit it before.
Camera.
And then you can select which
There's
one.
recipes on here, there's
What if you
pictures
do
of
camera, what is it, does it take you to any?
So
Yeah, so well,
six
select,
things.
so selected photos, as you can see, there's a little blue check mark down there.
Yeah.
That means that that's a photo that you've allowed them to see.
It's a recipe, you can put that on there.
But then, so if you go through, if there's no blue check marks on them, that means they don't have them, and then whenever you're done, you hit done. So typically what I do is that if I take a picture that I want to post, I'll take the picture and then I go in and allow them to have that picture to post it.
Seems like a lot of work, a lot of steps.
Yeah.
So only the ones that are checked are the ones that they could see.
Mhm.
I never checked, I got like, things in here, like people that were ill and stuff, they shouldn't see it.
Yeah, and so like anytime, and if you have it set to selected photos, anytime you go to post a new photo on Instagram, they're gonna try and get you to allow all access. They're gonna say, hey, we need access to your photo library. Can we have access to it? And you say no, selected photos.
Yeah, they're gonna know way better.
Any other questions? Seems we've run out of time.
I have one specifically on my
Yeah.
system here, but I was successfully able to post, but if I tried to do a story, I was able to post. When I put a story, I did stuff,
Yeah, so that means if you want to post a story, they need access to your camera and microphone.
and I have to do that through settings.
Yeah, or like, yeah, if you hit open settings, it'll automatically take you to the page.
Okay.
And so what I'll do typically, if I really wanna post a story, is I'll give them camera and access to microphone, leave that settings window up, post the story, and then immediately go back and turn it back off.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
because it is turned off.
But like I said, every turn, they will try and get you to turn off your privacy settings, because
Yeah.
that's how they make money. All right. Sorry if I scared you all out of using Instagram. It's owned by Facebook, that's how it goes.
But it's good to tell.
Yeah, I mean, that's just how, that,
I don't have a Facebook because everybody knows everything, excepting my daughter.
yeah.